Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the latest Hurricane Tracker app video update recorded Wednesday, June 14th around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, let's start off in the Atlantic on the overview page. There's no active systems in the Atlantic as of today. And over in the Eastern Pacific, the remnants of Tropical Storm Calvin are still dumping more rains over portions of southern Mexico. And no development is expected in the Eastern Pacific over the next 5 days. It is important to note that the first three systems here in the Eastern Pacific have been fairly weak compared to the last previous years. We haven't had any hurricanes yet in the Eastern Pacific, and we typically, on average, have at least one hurricane form before the end of June. So that's something we're going to be watching over the next couple of weeks. I want to move over to the Outlook section and take a look as we have a couple of areas of interest in the Atlantic Basin. The first one is a very strong tropical wave for this time of year that's moved off the coast of Africa. It's at a fairly low latitude. Over the next 48 hours, the Hurricane Center states there's a 10% chance of development. And through the next 5 days, there's a potential, again, on the low side, that this tropical wave could develop as it moves farther west over into the open Atlantic and generally towards the Caribbean Sea. We first highlighted this area yesterday late in the day. If you follow us on Twitter, we put out a 20% odds of development, and then overnight the National Hurricane Center followed suit based on all the latest guidance and information. The second system we're going to be watching a little more closely is going to be a broad area of low pressure that's expected to form somewhere near the Yucatan Peninsula or the southern Gulf of Mexico. Let's go ahead and read the Outlook text as of 2 p.m. This afternoon from the National Hurricane Center. And they're still going with a 20% chance of development, stating a broad area of low pressure is expected to form and can move possibly towards the northwest into the southern or southwestern Gulf of Mexico. As of right now, the computer model guidance has not been very eager to have the system develop into anything strong. Normally, this time of year, we just see systems that are large, disorganized, kind of wet and sloppy. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing with this system. So we're not looking for a strong tropical storm nor a hurricane by any means. But I do want to look at a couple of the latest computer model runs. Let's start with the European model, one of the more reliable ones. This ran last night, and you can see as we progress forward in time, as we get into Monday and Tuesday, we do have a strengthening area of low pressure, still weak, down around 1,001 millibars. Bringing some disturbed weather into portions of the central and southern Texas coast. And if we flip over to the latest run of the GFS American model as of about an hour ago, you can see it's weaker with the system and also has it further to the south. Not much of a reflection there at the surface. So I think the main theme here is expect this system, if it does develop, to be very broad. Not very strong. It may take a couple of days for it to really organize into a depression once it begins to consolidate, a central area of low pressure. And so that's something we're going to be watching through the weekend and early next week. But again, right now, no major concerns. We'll be keeping an eye on the wave out in the open Atlantic, as that's more of just a curiosity at this point. It's very rare to have a tropical wave develop so far east in the main development region, but I think that's just another sign that the main development region of the tropical Atlantic may be more busy this season than the past several seasons. That's something we're going to be watching as we progress deeper into the season. Thank you so much for using the Hurricane Tracker app. If you own the app, just a heads up, we just launched our Hurricane Tracker app over in the Google Play Store. It's called Hurricane Tracker by Easy Apps Inc. If you want to take a look at that, if you also carry an Android device or have a friend or family on Android that would like to use the app. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with another video update as conditions warrant, and enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.